What is up, beautiful people? It is me, Tara J, back again with another video. Back again with another video. Back again with another video. This is teacher tip 6, you guys. I am on a roll. When I make it to 10, I am gonna be so lit. Hopefully I'll have a cool project or something exciting for you guys as well that day in another video, just to drop it extra for you. I'm thinking about something extra because I'm just that person that's extra. I just love it so much. So whatever, besides my randomness, let's go ahead and dive into the video, okay? But y'all thought y'all was slick. Before I dive into the video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell right next to the subscribe button so you know every time I post a video. Also, give this video a big thumbs up because why not? I love you very much and I hope you love me too. All right, guys, let's go ahead and go into the video. As you guys can see, teacher tip 6 is about cultivating a growth mindset. Okay, back to what I was saying. Cultivating a growth mindset. I am going to give you about 5 things that'll help you cultivate a growth mindset in your home, in your classroom, in all your relationships, and your interactions with people outside, just period. This is a lifestyle video for you and a teacher tip to be a better you, okay? So let's get into it. Cultivating a growth mindset, what does that mean exactly? It means to just be able to pick and create or allow that other person that you encounter, you're interacting with, to begin to twist the perspective a little bit or dive deeper or maybe even reach outside the box a little bit. Dive, dig it, right? So if I'm wrong, I could be wrong. I'm not perfect. But anyway, that's what I take from cultivating a growth mindset, just creating something amazing, something better, something that can enhance yourself or just the next person to the next level, okay? Number 1, share your life stories and your life lessons. Here's an example. I love to use this for my girls because I am living proof of mean girl. I was very mean as a teenager. I wasn't the meanest, but I was definitely mean girl. I had the worst attitude, a smart mouth. It was just mean girl, okay? So, but then it's like now in today and age, these young ladies, they want to be mean girls, but then they want to be crybabies. We understand. We understood the two, okay? We may have used it to our advantage, but I don't think in this day and age these young ladies know the two, because there's no way you can be a mean girl and a crybaby at the same time. And when I say you cannot, because it's just not possible. And I recommend and I try to teach on whichever one you want to be, because at this time you're a child and you're still learning. So if you want to be a mean girl, be that and then learn from that. And if you decide afterwards that ain't what it is and that ain't it, then cool. And if you want to be a crybaby, be that. And then if you realize after that ain't it either, because who wants to hear somebody crying all day long? But be that, okay? And then on that, and then grow from that. But that's your start of just developing your mind in some possible way. Number 2, praise not only talent, but effort, strategy, and progress. For example, of course, we know some kids can draw amazingly, because I was one of them. But maybe some kids can't, but they actually put forth the effort, and it actually looks like Spider-Man. Praise that, because why not? Because they actually tried their best. Don't make them feel like it wasn't like little Johnny's. That's not okay. They attempted the same effort that they attempted. It may not have came out the same, but they tried their absolute best. So that's something to praise. Or for example, what else can they praise? I had an autistic student in my class, and we were doing a spelling bee out loud. This is the 5th grade. We were doing a spelling bee out loud. Again, another verbal assessment that you can dive and put into your assessments when trying to adjust learning strategies and things like that from my previous video. But yeah, we were spelling words or whatnot, but I knew that the words that were on our spelling chart weren't adequate enough. That's not the word I'm looking for. Sorry. Those just weren't his words, okay? he needed simpler words or smaller words that weren't really on 5th grade level at that time, if that makes sense. I'm sure it does. You guys get it. So and then in that time, he spelt the words, but some of the letters he would say the sound instead of the letter. For example, I say so and so spell girl, and he would say G-I-R-L. What would you do? Comment below. But what I did was, that's correct, because what else is a R in the alphabet, honey? Okay, if you want to tell me something else that's a R besides R, let me know, right? So why not give them that and praise that? Okay, it's the effort, the progress, and the strategy that he took to accomplish that, to be equal in the class and participate in that activity, rather than do what most of students do, sit to themselves and become small, right? Number 3 is use the words yet and I can. Why do I use the words yet? Is because it's the ending, it's a closeout. I don't understand this lesson yet, or I have not done my homework yet. Okay, that doesn't mean it's not going to get done, or you're unable or incapable of learning that lesson. That means that we just haven't gotten to that point where you are ready and it's stick and you have retained that knowledge within you. So I'm gonna keep on working at it, and I'm gonna keep on working at it, and I'm praying that you're gonna keep on working at it too as my student. The I cans, I want to praise one of my very, very, very first principal. I praise her so much, even though we didn't end on the best terms. I praise her so much because she taught me so much about I can statements, and just using I can statements in my regular speech, and posting the I can statements up in the classroom so they can visually see what they can do. And so they don't have to always say, well, I can't do this anymore. Why can't it's so hard? It's so hard. It's so hard. Because in reality, if you try and try, you can. Okay? So I try to use I can and yet as keywords in my regular speech when I'm teaching and throughout the classroom as well. Number 4, I want to celebrate my small and big wins. We were working on plural and singular words, right? And I was so shocked because some of the students were behind. Their learning levels was a little bit behind due to COVID, of course. So I was so shocked just because where we were as a class and a unit, that they knew, that this young lady knew the plural term of one of the animals. I'm not going to say specifically because I don't want you to make it seem like I'm dumbing this child down in any possible way. But I was shocked and they were shocked. That child was shocked that they got the answer right. And it was more of a whole class thing, like, oh my God. So yeah, we were all running around and laughing and screaming. I like to scream and scream with them too, like a big old kid. You need that. Ooh. So yeah, I'm extra, as you can see. So I celebrate small wins and I celebrate big wins as well. Here's another one that I thought was a small win, sort of. But a big win was my autistic student in the 5th grade room. He ended up getting, finally, before the year ended, participating in my classroom jobs, and he was a printer runner. And he ended up remembering by the end of the year where the printer was, what to get, and what my work looked like. But when he looked at my computer and then went to get the work, I was so freaking proud of him. By the time I left that classroom, it was mind blowing. Okay, big wins, honey. Big wins. The last thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to talk about, is normalizing mistakes, because do you or do you not make mistakes as a teacher? So why not normalize mistakes? When they make mistakes, it's okay to make mistakes. I say that all the time. One thing I love to say in my classroom is it is okay to have the wrong answer, as long as you're participating and you're making your brain work. Just give me something. Make sure let me know that you're engaged and you're listening to what I'm saying, and I'm not just wasting my breath for 45 minutes teaching you a math lesson that I personally know already. Okay. And they tend to get a little bit more comfortable the wall that they build ends up coming down just a little bit more when I say that it's okay to have the wrong answer. Just try. Because here's an example that I know for a fact. We all know, if you are watching this video, if you don't know, now you know, okay? Michael Jordan was kicked off his first basketball team in high school, right? Where am I going with this? I'm sorry, wasn't he the, how many rings he got? He's now known as the #1 top basketball player ever to play the game in NBA, besides Kobe and LeBron, of course, but that's arguable, okay? But we'll talk about that another time. The next thing, another example, Beyonce, top charts, right, of all time. I'm not understanding this country album. I can't say I don't understand it. I haven't given it a chance. And one day in the future, I want to give it a chance, okay? Because Beyonce is Jan's honey. The best and the greatest to ever do it, okay? She lost her first talent show when she was 7 years old, okay? So now look at what Beyonce is doing for the culture, for music, and just period now. Look what Michael Jordan did. I'm not sure if he's doing too much now, but yeah. My point of bringing those two people up is just to show you how much they've changed. They have changed since that one mishap or that one mistake or that one shortcoming, okay? So it's never over. It's never finished. So when cultivating a growth mindset, always know it's never finished. Nothing is ever finished, and we'll never stop learning. The last day we'll stop learning is the day we die. And that's the realest thing I can ever give you. As always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm Tara J, and I'm always here to love the child first and educate second. All right, guys. Thanks. Peace.